What's up, party people? In this episode, what I want to talk about is the main thing that actually holds us back from reaching our full potential. So stick around. You might pick up a thing or two. You might be able to nitpick some shit. You know, if this is your first time joining Sales Remastered, you know, I'm in my commute back home from the gym, and you know, I'm on IG. So usually what I do is I hit up the storyline while I stretch, and right after the gym. You know, for all my followers on Instagram, that's kind of like your blast of caffeine in the morning. I still got my pre-workout in my veins, so I'm pumped, I'm ready. And you know, I'm at my peak after the gym, so I shoot a video on the way to work. And myself, I still work. I'm not an entrepreneur, I'm not self-employed or anything. I'm not a $1 million guru. I don't have any answers as to how to help you make $1 billion this year. You know, at the same time, I don't have 1.2 million following me on any given platform. But what I do have is a substantial amount of experience. What I do have is the ignorance and I guess the childlike mentality going at this without any fucking fear about judgment, criticism, you know, whispering behind my back or motherfucking ridicule or humility. I believe that I'm at an age, and I'm 36 now. You know, I'm pretty fucking far up there considering most of us who are watching this video. And I would say that within my tenure, at least in my experience in life, for most of the 36 years, I would say pretty much the entire 36 years, you know, I've always had that reservation. It's been wired in me to be concerned about what people think. You know, the way I came up, and I grew up, you know, in Los Angeles, California, and until recent moved out to Orange County, right? So majority of my life was in LA County, and within the areas or the neighborhoods that I grew up in, it was very important for you to appear the part. It was very important for you to, you know, to remain tough. You have to always be cautious on who's watching you, who to look out for, you know, and that was just the way you were able to adapt and survive. So, you know, you always had to act tough. You had to give off this facade. And the second that you showed any weakness, you know, that was everyone would kind of you know, circle around you like some sharks, and they would fucking plot on you. I know it's disgusting, right? And that's the type of environment, right, that you come up in. But anyway, long story short is that actually wired me to be too concerned about what people think, to be too concerned about being judged. To top it off, when I got out of that environment with a shaved head, fucking 2 loop earrings, you know, I was pretty fucking thugged out. And now I got a job as a salesman in corporate America. Fortunately, call centers didn't necessarily meet with their clients in person, so they didn't give a fuck what I look like or, you know, how I dressed. And so they invited me as a telemarketer, and I was 20 at the time. You know, I was just about to have my first daughter. And this is my first experience before I get into sales of actually selling a service. And even though we're customer service, we kind of got it prepped up and massaged and finessed the lead and then passed it on to a closer. And then kind of from there, well, I was very good at that. And, you know, but still, nonetheless, I'm recognizing the topic of this video. It's, well, how do you hold yourself accountable for, you know, for exceeding and reaching your full potential, and how do you avoid the pitfalls of not hitting your full potential? And so this video is about how to avoid the pitfalls of not hitting your full potential, and realizing that the only reason why you're not hitting your full potential is because of your own fear, whether it's fear of what others might think of you, it's fear of your closest inner circle or pocket of people not understanding what you're doing. It's fear of whispers behind your back, of being judged, of being humiliated in case you can't succeed, or simply put, it's fear because your closest pocket of individuals or people or surroundings or your group, your team, or whatever the fuck may not think it's cool. I know, right? When you fucking hear it out loud, it's crazy. So because it may not be cool to society or your fucking pocket of people, or it's not the fucking topic that's on Bravo being discussed by the fucking millionaire listing, or whatever the fuck eats up your time, it's not on the radar, right? So it's not on the fucking bulletin board. And so because it's not that, then fucking, oh, well, why should I try? It's, you know, it's not cool to fucking hustle. It's not cool to be desperate. It's not cool to, you know, be fucking so hungry and focused. It's cooler to be laid back and chill. It's cooler to be, hey, fucking no worries. You know, I'm thugged out. Fucking whatever happens, happens. Whatever, bro. You know, at the end of the day, you have control over what happens. Understand that shit. But the problem is that it's easier to fucking pass the buck. It's easier to pass blame. So instead of owning up and saying, well, you know what, it's my fear that's holding me back, instead of saying that to yourself and being fucking brutally honest with yourself in the mirror, instead it sounds like this. I could never do that. Nah, it's okay. I'll just do this instead. Or it sounds like, it's okay. I'm getting by. You know, that's how it comes out. It's because it's already kind of been filtered through our brain to be content with that feeling, to justify as to why we can't fucking eat as much as others eating around us, to justify why they got all the bullshit that you fucking want, whether it's materialistic things, whether it's emotional shit, or whether it's a fucking house or a car, whatever the fuck floats your boat. You know what I mean? They got it, you don't. And so whether you filter that information and say, fuck it, I guess I don't need it, or fuck it, that's not important to me. What's important to me is that I get to spend time with my wife, sitting down on the couch watching fucking TV, not talking, or fucking I get to be with my kids, sitting on the couch watching TV, not fucking talking. Does that make sense? You're opting to do shit that doesn't matter. And if you take a step back and you be fucking honest with yourself and say, hey, what the fuck did I do the last 24 hours? Did I sleep 10? Fucking fucking lump the 8 hours out of that day doing some job I fucking hate? Or will you say, hey, slowly but surely I'm taking action to fucking set my empire up, because I understand that technology is more advanced than my ancestors had, and I understand that my grandfather, my dad, or that fucking hustler who's now 80 years old, who fucking fought his ass off and worked his fucking face off just to get his first million, and probably didn't even reach a million. Worked fucking 40 years, no media, no Facebook, no Instagram, no internet, no fucking, all the shit we take for granted. They didn't have that shit, but they built their own. Why? Because they had the fucking courage, to put in the elbow grease and put in the motherfucking work. The blood, sweat, and tears is why. And yet we got all these fucking resources in front of us, and yet we're opting for fucking Netflix binge. We got all these fucking tools before us, and what we opt out for is to fucking focus our time on fucking This Is Us or fucking Bachelorette. What the fuck? Do you see what I'm saying? And so it's really our choice. You justify whether or not you are eating or not. And when I say eating, what I mean by eating is just slang. It's slang because what I'm referring to is eating like you're getting everything you want. You're making money, essentially. That's what I'm referring to by eating. Is your family eating? And that I literally mean eating. But like when I tell my team, let's fucking eat, what I'm talking about is eat up the motherfucking business, eat up the competition, eat up all the deals, eat up the resistance, eat up the fucking temptation to quit, eat up the fucking excuses as to why you're not ahead. Eat up the fucking belief that you can't do better than what you did yesterday, regardless of the fucking heights you reached. I'm talking about that when I say eat. And so going back to the topic, how can one continue to grow and fucking fly and run as fast as they can without becoming demotivated? This is how. Just don't listen to fucking society. Bottom line is society's programmed and wired us to kind of put us within this shell, because we, media, and I don't watch news. I don't watch all these shows that I just announced, just FYI. But I know they exist because I see them everywhere. I hear them talked about. I hear it talked about at work. News. I used to fucking watch the news fucking every single night. Right before I went to bed, that was kind of like my ritual. I'd watch a half-hour news of some depressing ass shit, and then I'd wake up in the morning and watch more news about some depressing ass shit. And then I started learning. It was like, well, fuck, why is everything I see on the news bad fucking news? How am I starting off my day with bad news? How am I ending my fucking day with bad news? No wonder why I'm not motivated. No wonder why I feel like I'm programmed to this fucking 9 to 5. No wonder why I get so goddamn excited when it's the weekend. It's because I get to detach away from the fucking norm. And so it's up to you whether you're part of the norm. It's up to you whether you're part of the fucking media comfort zone that says, hey, you know what, just fucking work for someone else, don't take too much risk. Make sure you save $100 a month for 50 fucking years so you can barely have enough to buy your groceries, and you'll still have a little bit of change to give your daughter or your son, because you're going to be living with them, because there will be no social security, there will be no fucking government handouts, there will be none of this, none of that our senior citizens take care of today. But see, most society is just worried about what the fuck they're going to do on Friday. They're not worried about what they're going to do in 5 years from now. And I'm saying, nah, I'm not on my Confucius shit. I'm not saying I'm fucking cool or I'm better than you. I'm just, my eyes are open now, and fuck, I'm so glad that they're open. I'm kind of mad, in a sense that it fucking took 36 years to open my eyes. But, it could have happened sooner. You know what I mean? I'm not going to dwell on it. It could have happened sooner, but I needed to be ready. And just like, most of you guys might be chasing a dream to earn $1 million, and that will happen when you're ready. And you'll know you're ready because, you'll have this insane, like the power of God behind you, pushing you, motivating you, talking to you, and saying, in time, it's going to happen. Do this and follow your heart. So I hope this message resonates. I know it's kind of all over the place. I did get passionate, and you gotta keep in mind, I got pre-workout in my vein, plus hip hop does that to me. So yeah, but I genuinely hope that this does help you. If any of the content that I have here on whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or even my website, SalesRemastered.com, at the end of the day, I hope that, if not the entire message, a piece of the message impacts you in a positive way, where it helps you avoid that one night where you're just fucking ripping your hair out, or it helps you avoid that one day where you're just about to fucking punch a hole in your computer screen, or it helps you get past that moment where you feel like you're about to break and just fucking email the entire company, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm outie, and then fucking slap your manager on the way out. Before you get there, I hope that you can find a way to relate with me, because whether you came from money or you didn't come from money, whether you got a fancy last name or don't, regardless of what your skin tone color is, regardless of your upbringing, regardless if you got a fucking degree or a fucking master's, or you went to an Ivy League or a fucking community college, whether you got a diploma or you got a GED, you get the point. Understand that I'm a statistic. I'm not supposed to be where I'm at. I'm not supposed to be relishing the luxuries that I have. I'm not supposed to have as much money as I do. I'm not supposed to. Does that make sense? I'm not supposed to. But at the end of the day, I understood it was my fucking choice. So I can ride the norm, right? The fucking public bus, and just kind of enjoy the ride, or I could fucking take responsibility of changing the fucking outcome. And I took the responsibility. If you want to know how to take responsibility, you want to know how to change your outcome, you want to be able to control your fucking life, I hope that you do follow Sales Remastered at Instagram, fucking Facebook, YouTube, SalesRemastered.com. And as I get better at this, as I grow with this, the content is just going to be so much stronger. I have nothing but pure motivation to help and give out some gold content as we build an audience. So anything that you find useful or helpful, please share. Share the posts, support the hustle, and send this to your sales team, the sales colleague, your inner group, your circle. Regardless if you feel that they can need it, just fucking share it. You know what I mean? Like fucking some Asian dude, in California is telling us a step-by-step process of how he fucking makes well over 6 figures per year. Why the fuck wouldn't you want to do it? If I wasn't even in sales, I'd still want to know, well, what the fuck does this guy talk about? Because, I want to earn that much money as well. Not only that, but he's fucking handsome. Have a good day. Bye.